Mentor program in Detroit that focuses on improving fathers' relationships with their children. It's now working to improve family relationships as well. AJ Walker met with the men of the Family Assistance for Renaissance Men program and has more on how they're helping to change lives.
Marvin Falls, a father of 4, is working meticulously to paint this room.
I want to bring out the color and everything with this eggshell.
He says painting is more than a job. It's how he takes care of himself and his family. Fall is a member of the program Family Assistance for Renaissance Men, or FARM, which he says helped take his paintbrush and roller to a professional level.
They teach you life skills on how to paint, how to drywall. They teach you so many things.
Fall says learning how to earn a consistent living as a painter has helped his relationship with his children and family because he can take better care of them now.
You have to be a provider, and you have to bring a honest wage, an honest income in. So it would be devastating if I didn't have a job right now. I couldn't imagine not being in this position, and I'm just grateful for Farm because they put me in this position.
But he says the main reason he's in the FARM program is because of the greatest skill they are teaching him and other men, how to be better fathers.
The program has taught me so much. It's more about the brotherhood, the mentorship that they give you. It was just a clean start. You know, they give you they have so many different resources.
At this FARM meeting, the small group of men are discussing principles to live by.
Who's got a principle for me?
Iron sharpens iron.
Iron sharpens iron.
When you know better, you do better.
When you know better, you do better. Mr. Ratliff.
Humility.
Humility.
Whatever they might have done wrong, you gonna handle them with love, and you're not gonna, just cast them out.
You got some principles. You got some principles?
No, I got nothing.
Joseph Hensley brought his son to today's class.
My son is Jordan Jedediah Hensley, and he is about to be 3 years old. And he's my blessing. When I started the program, I wasn't married. I didn't have any children that I actually lived in my home. So now I'm married. I have a beautiful, beautiful blessing of a boy that God gave me that was my reward, and I'm praying that I can be a good father for him. I originally joined the program. I had a son in foster care, and I was trying to get him out. I was full of hate. I was very angry with the system that didn't help dads, and I was trying to figure it out on my own because as men, we don't have a lot of resources to help us figure things out, especially then with the court system, especially if you have a spotted past, we could say. I'm a felon, so as a felon, I felt there was no possible way they were going to give me custody of my son. I didn't know how to go about. I felt like the system was against me. Now I've been taught better and taught different, that there is actually judges and other people who care about fathers that really want to do a better job.
And we're not talking about monetarily speaking. We're talking about your time, your presence. Can you imagine if your children never got a presence or got your presence or never had you in their lives?
FARM founder Willie Bell says he started the program because of what he felt growing up without a father, and he wanted to make sure other children don't have to go through that.
My father never visited me, not one day in my life. Not having a father in my life, I never learned what that relationship was like. I still, from time to time, look back and what would it have been like just to have a father as a child to take me somewhere, to a ball game.
Anthony Thomas says he's been in the program for 2 years, even though his children are now adults.
What would you have done differently if you knew all that you know from this class while raising your children? What's the main thing you say you would have done different?
I would have spent more time with my kids. I would have been a better father to our kids than I was then, even though I wasn't a bad father, but it would have made a bigger difference, a tremendous difference. So now I can use this process with my grandkids.
Bell says the 8-week program focuses on father and child relationship building, job skills, legal assistance, child support help, mentoring, and more. A holistic approach to giving men the resources they need to be in their children's lives.
If no one ever teach a man how to be a father, anybody can be a male and go have a baby. But if no one ever taught that man how to be a father, to be responsible for his family, to be the best man he can possibly be, how to respect women. Just all the things that he needs to know to be a leader and not just be someone that's wild out in the streets. That's why this program exists.
Some of the takeaways some of the men of farm say they've learned.
The number one thing I learned is that your baby mother is your ally in your children's lives.
Read books with your children.
You got a dependable source by you being there, you know, when there's a need to come up.
Work with her for the best interest of the child.
Being a dad is one of the best joys in life. Fight, do everything you can to be the best dad you can.
Reporting in Detroit, I'm AJ Walker, CBS News, Detroit.